Brandon Klein, the league leader in wins. So 2 down. Brandon Klein up now for the Tigers. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Klein went deep in his most recent game. Strike on the inside corner. In the air, out towards left center. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Here's the veteran shortstop, Trey Turner. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch, and he just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
In for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And that is out of play.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard some way.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Klein back to work. Right through there for a strike. Klein, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally mixes in a knuckleball.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the Phillies DH, Jose Miranda. That's in there. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
1 down, Phillies down a run. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a pop-up. Young. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And ball one. Castro at second. Keith over at first with one away. That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed and gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
It's great the organization gave him a chance to be a two-way player, but I think we're going to need more success stories before more teams truly attempt to develop these kinds of players.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. This is Bryson Stott. Fastball for a strike.
That's part of the challenge for players who want to pitch and hit. They don't always have the opportunity to do it. And plenty of major league position players pitched in college, but they won't get the chance to throw at this level.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own, and the Phillies are set down in order. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit in the air, right field. Carpenter settles under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started, and now Brandon Klein. Nikhazy back to work. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. The relay passes third. He wants it all. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. But now he's caught in between, and they put the tag on him. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ryan Jeffers went down on strikes his first time through. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Jose Miranda stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. On the ground to third. Young. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Suzuki in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And down on strikes he goes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. So 5 perfect innings. And now the DH, Brandon Klein. He's already homered here in this one. That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. They leave him low. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And digging in for Philadelphia, Michael Conforto. And there's a strike. Conforto, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. And there's the strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and a foul ball. The 0-1. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Wilson stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side. Set for the last half of the 7th. Trey Turner at the plate. High fly ball out towards left center. Carter on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Marsh stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot.
On the ground, right side. Keith on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Ryan Jeffers. Klein back to work. That one fouled off.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Miranda in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Inside, and it's 2-0. Fastball for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That's to third, but that rolls foul. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. 2 down, bases empty. Seiya Suzuki stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. So now 24 have been set. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Brandon Klein. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Next offering is fouled back.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
A little bit high, maybe. And that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just off the inside corner. Now 2-2. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank. Now, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Wilson now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The Phils down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
you